Well, we promise and we deliver. I don't know if you're as excited as I am, but it's a privilege and a rare honor to be seated on set with somebody you consider as a mentor, a great inspiration. And if you've been following us, we've interviewed him once on Rise and Shine set, I think for Saturday, and Rise and Shine Delhi, when he turned 25 in broadcasting. It's indeed a rare honor. Good morning.
Very nice,
Welcome
Francis.
to Rise
Very,
and
very
Shine.
nice. Very nice to be here. Very nice. Very, very nice to be here. I'm thankful to the TAF Media family. Very nice to be here. And thank you for your great work. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's start with very important celebration, the International
Yeah.
Day of the Boy Child celebrated today. I know you are an ambassador, an advocate for boy child rights and all of that. How does it feel that we're gradually, getting to 2024 and we are talking about the boy child rather, and the rights of the boy child?
Yeah, it really feels great, especially when you look at it from the perspective that every other day is either for the girl child or it's for our mothers. It's for the female gender. So it's just it's very good. It's very good. But every 16th of May, since 2018, a lecturer from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, I just prefer to call him Dr. Jerome T. Since he founded the Boy Child Day, we've come to be celebrating it, and it focuses on boys and their well-being. It's just nice that the world gives at least this one day a year to celebrating our gender, especially because somebody said 2 days ago, I think that was this lady who was chairman of NAWUCH in our state, Uduagekong, Mrs. Uduagekong. She said, look, about time we started to pay attention to the boy child, because our daughters are going to be taken care of by these guys, and so it's very nice. I know she's invited me to an event today to help speak to the boy children, and I look forward to that event. So it's a good day, and everybody should wake up. But this is not also to say, Francis, some families are very guilty of this. They pay too much attention to only the boy child. No. Nobody's saying you should do that, because you don't even know which child, excuse me, is going to be more of a blessing, So it's good to pay both ways attention. It's not because this one is a boy, he must take everything, he must be the only one to go to school. Everyone should be treated equally.
Well, that's a serious conversation you're bringing up this morning, and but Nigerians, Africans, people the world over would agree with you and us. That biased sentiment is enshrining our traditional and cultural practice,
yeah, unfortunately,
as the case may
yes.
be. And at this point and this time where we are seated, I think I recall last year when I think FIDA celebrated the Boy Child Summit, and the conversation was about engaging royal fathers, traditional institutions, and even the church to create an enabling environment and raise a different generation of male children. But it seems that gospel or that advocacy has not really eaten deep into the fabrics of society, because you still see in families 21st century parents still give preference or preferential treatment to their male children. You see in the issue of how maybe the girl child from age 5 is being taught how to sweep, clean, and begin to cook. But the boy child just wakes up, goes to cartoon, goes to TV,
football,
and goes to play football. So it's a different ball game, and it seems like we might not be able to make headway because the parents are not intentional and deliberate. So how would you propose we go about changing that narrative?
Yeah, I think it's different strokes for different folks. You have a situation where most parents were already aware, and this awareness, Francis, just as you said, is not necessarily about whether you're educated. Their parents were not educated, but they pay attention to these things both ways. I'm not here to spoil the fun for the boy child, but I can tell you, the girl child, as a man, you got to pay attention to your girl child, because you're just sure that they'll be by your bedside, when you grow much older. Even now, there are people who have 5 boys, just 1 girl. It's just the girl who is always around the man, and the boys are, oh, have you gone to see daddy? Have you gone to see this and all of that? But still, people must do even what the Bible talks about. The Bible says, just go around, spread those seeds, everywhere because you don't know which one is going to come. Sometimes you even plant on rocks and they work better than when you plant on what you thought was fertile soil. So just go around, do your own, train the children the way you want them to come out, and do them as if unto the Lord. I think that's something that most parents miss. When you are grooming your children, groom them as unto the Lord. Just groom them as unto the Lord. Don't groom them because you want them to do this for you or do that for you, or do that for someone else. I think that's the thing that we need to see. Once we are able to see that and resolve that, then we can begin to say that there is uhuru for all of us.
Well, I think it's a good time for parents the world over to reflect on how they treat their children, because it also has a way of determining the self-worth of the child even before stepping out of the home environment to the school. And to a large extent, I know while in college we've seen children who were not properly given that background and that kind of love, kind of literally feeling like, oh, I'm just a number in the family, and my brothers would definitely take, priority when it comes to, and even in school fees. I had a particular very unfortunate circumstance, twins who were in school, the boy and the girl, but you would always find the girl coming late on school fees, but the brother, at the beginning of the semester, the school fees is sorted, the accommodation, everything is sorted. And you'll always find the sister being moody. And of course, the brother at some point didn't really care, because it was like, okay, I'm the first son, I'm going to inherit everything. After all, you're going to be married off. But I feel like parents at this point need to also consider, like you rightly stated, even when women are married off to their husbands, you still find that
they're more present.
They're more present than, I mean, once the man marries, especially unfortunately for those of us who marry the wrong women, the attention is shifted to the wife and the wife's family. So at the end of the day, women will say we are the one who loses the most. We don't get the best of treatment from our parents, and then we get to be the one who come back to look after the home front.
The other thing, Francis, before we move into some other parts of the discussions, would be, anybody you maltreat, Francis, you gotta be careful. That person will turn out better. Got to be careful. God is the husband of widows. If you maltreat widows, you maltreat anybody. So it's just like that. God tells you that anybody who does something, I think it's in the book of Proverbs, anybody who does something for the poor, that person is doing it for him, and he, Lord, owes them and will remember them in the days of trouble. Why does God not say anybody who does something for the rich? Do you understand? So we should pay attention to even how we treat people. The moment we start to play God in the lives of people, even in the lives of our children, you say, oh, I prefer this one to that one. You can be sure the one you didn't prefer will turn out better in future.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, it's a celebration of the boy child, and we celebrate ourselves.
Absolutely.
We celebrate all the boy child the world over, and we wish you the very best, and continue to be the best version of yourself. But most importantly, let's learn how to treat the women around us right, because that is when we'll ensure an equitable society.